Oh, hello. I know, right? Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own mod? I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with pulverine. And let me tell you, he's got a nice pair of smooth criminals down under. Anyway, I got places to be, a face to fix, and oh, bad guys to kill. Shit. Did I leave the stove on? Where's Francis? Where the fuck is Francis?
Crazy ass car job, looking at door, so click, click, boom.
Where is Francis?
While I'm dropping a deuce.
This is confusing. Is it sexist to hit you? Is it more sexist to not hit you? I mean, the line gets real blurry.
¿Dónde está Francesca?
Alright, hey everyone, it's me, BaRKy, and I'm actually here with another apparel mod for Rimworld Alpha 17, and this is the Deadpool outfit mod. And as you can see with the intro and with a few of these outfits over here, I've got Deadpool inspired costumes. So as you can see, we have Wade over here with the original Deadpool outfit on, and that's just what it normally looks like. But then the mod goes ahead and adds in a few other things, such as a bat Deadpool suit and a chicken Deadpool suit, as well as some armor pieces for the Deadpool costume. So I'll get into the exact stats of the armors soon, but I just want to take a look at some of the detail on the actual armor. Not usually do you see a lot of detail on armor pieces and all of that, but for this one it's a different story entirely. So let me undraft this person, and you can actually, with camera plus, we can actually take a look up close at what it really looks like. So this is the Deadpool chicken outfit, and it has a chicken helmet thing, which is interesting. But on here, on the armor piece, you can see the Deadpool logo actually looking pretty good when you zoom in this far, as well as a rubber chicken, which is really cool. Not only that, but the chicken head actually looks surprisingly good for what it, I mean, for Rimworld, you want generally cell shaded stuff. And then we can take a look at the Batman parody outfit, which if I move over here, you can actually take a look at what's on the back, dude. A big kick me sign. Which is really cool. So this looks a bit like the zombie Deadpool, if you know the comics. It kind of looks similar to that, the zombie universe. The cowl looks really, like, it looks really good. I don't know, I love the cell shaded look that the chicken plugger, the guy who made the mod, has managed to actually implement with these outfits, because it looks amazing. It definitely is one of the better apparel mods that I've seen. Even just taking a look at the default outfit over here, if I undraft it, it just looks really good. Like, the pouches look really good. They don't stick off the body too much, and even the pouches are decently cell shaded. Just remember, I'm using camera plus, so I can zoom in pretty damn far, but you can see the outlines of the arm and everything. It looks fantastic. So all these can be made at either a tailor bench or a machining table. I do have a katana here, but it's a separate mod, and I made that with the electric smithy. But the machining table has a few options. If you go to the bottom, it has the Deadpool armor vest, the Deadpool chicken helmet, and the Deadpool bat helmet. And then at the tailor bench, you have the Deadpool costume, the Deadpool mask, and the Deadpool bat cape. And you can see I've actually got, let me actually set up a few more bat capes. They'll put on the bat cape no matter what. So the minute I undraft them, they will all go and equip one. But let me see if I can just get one here. So this is what it looks like. You can see it's got the little badge at the top, the Deadpool badge, but this is what the armor looks like when it's on the ground. Now, coloring for this armor does take effect slightly, but it doesn't completely it doesn't completely outshade the armor. So I'm gonna put down some some Ultra Weave, which is bright white. And then I'll put down some Hyper Weave, which, if you know Hyper Weave, is like a dark shade of blue. And then let's just spam these Deadpool costumes. See how that goes. Cool. So here's Deadpool costume, and you can actually see the Hyperweave does actually tint it blue. It dyes it blue quite a bit. Like, that's a heavy shade of blue. These people are still drafted. I'm sorry. Cool. So I want to suspend this quickly. We'll start bringing it in. This looks really cool. So with the hyperweave, the shade of blue is just amazing around the eyes. So I don't know exactly how this works because it does maintain the red. So how I think it happens is that it just assumes a shade of red or blue, depending on what the material is. Like this is ultraweave, so it is bright red. If you compare the synthread to this ultraweave over here, you can actually see the synthread is slightly darker. The ultraweave pouches look normal. So this is what I assume the default texture is. Yeah, they're just making some. I just spawned a whole lot of hyperweave, so it should just fill this place up entirely, pretty much. So the stats that the armor provides is really interesting, and it is pretty equal among all types of things. But I have an ultraweave set here, and I'm wondering if I can just force them to. Okay, well they're gonna put on the ultraweave no matter what, but we can take a look at synthread. Synthread Deadpool Mask, excellent. It gives you very good armor for what it is. 32% sharp is actually amazing, but just remember this is synthread and the quality is excellent. It is pretty good. The base value is at 10%, which is still not bad. But then come the offsets, which are amazing. So movement speed plus 0.05 CS, it's not that much, but mental break threshold minus 4% is massive. Shooting accuracy plus 2% is good. Aiming time down 2%, but then this is when it gets amazingly good. So immunity gain speed plus 25%, that is huge. Absolutely huge. In fact, that's game winning. It makes your colonist effectively invulnerable to diseases and all that. Medical 10 quality is really good. 15% is still a huge deal. Like, that's massive, because in the beginning of the game you might be pushing 40s, 50s. With this you can get it up to 65, 70, 85 even. If you have a pretty good doctor, that's in the beginning. And then social chat impact is plus 25. Like, that is huge. That's really, really good. So then if I take a look at some armor. So this is ultraweave, so it's going to be insanely strong armor. Let's just take a look at the base value though, at 12%. So that's pretty good. But obviously the armor will always compensate for it. So you'll never ever get it at 12% unless you have some modded in material. Now this is when the armor gets amazingly good. So dodge chance 75%, but just keep in mind that there is a post-process curve. So if we take a look at this wage here, take a look at his dodge stat, where is it? At 50%. So it went from 80% down to 50. Just remember that there is a post-process curve, even though he has plus 75, 85 in total. Went down from 80 down to 50%. Then movement speed up by 0.15, that's huge. Mental break threshold down 6%. Plus the mask is down 10%. That is massive. Shooting accuracy plus 5, in total 7%. That's okay. Aiming time is also 7% if you add both of them in together, which is, I mean, there's nothing to scoff at. This is the biggest one. So medical 10 quality offset plus 100% is just insanely good. So pretty much you'll have the best doctor when it comes to treating wounds, no matter what, which is good. Melee hit chance plus 50%. It's pretty good. Most people don't dodge too much in the beginning though. And then social chat impact plus 25%. So in total, if you have this and the mask, it is plus 50%, which is huge. It is massive. So those are the default armors. You do get a bit of different ones. So for example, you have this chicken helmet over here, which is a little bit better than the default helmet. Well, the default cap, because it's made out of like a cloth. But it's still pretty good. So this is 30% as the base value, which is very high. Movement speed is just a little bit better, which is nice. And then immunity gain is plus 10%. But then the biggest one is social chat impact is plus 50%. That's an extra 25%. That's huge. But the immunity gain speed is also massive, plus 35%. Pretty much plus 20% means that your colonists will be immune to diseases effectively because of how quickly they will heal. It won't affect them, which, you know, if you don't like diseases, then I guess dressing your characters up as Deadpool would help that out a lot. And then we have the bat helmet over here, which is just the same as the chicken plucker helmet. I think it's called chicken plucker. Chicken helmet, whatever. Just the same thing, pretty much just reskinned. But these both cost extra material compared to the normal mask. And then give me a cape. Take a look at the bat cape. And then melee, this is melee dodge chance up 10%, movement speed down 0.01 CS, which you will not notice it. The mental break threshold down 2%, melee hit chance plus 10%, and then the base armor value is 7% at sharp, and then 7% for blunt, which is really interesting. Now, just keep in mind that this can be worn on top of most things, because as you can see, he has the armor on as well as the bat cape, which is interesting. Now, there is another one that you can use, and that is the armor vest. Let's make a few over here. See if we can get a few in here. Let's take a look at this. So we have the Deadpool armor vest. As default base value for blunt is 35%, and then for sharp it's 67%, which is massive. That is a massive amount of damage that you can tank with this, and it has pretty decent HP base value of 210, which is good. And then the offsets, negative 0.02 CS, and then mental break threshold, negative 2%, shooting accuracy up 10%, that's a big deal. Aiming time down 8%, which is also big. Medical 10 quality offset plus 50. Now, if you wear all of these together, your doctor will effectively be a god when treating people, because you'll be guaranteed pretty much 100% healing quality most of the time, unless you have a very, very bad doctor. But most of the time. So it's pretty strong. Then again, it is a mod, and I don't think you're meant to worry about mods being too broken. And if you are really worried about it, you can go into the YML yourself and edit the mod. This mod is incredibly easy to edit. Just open it up and you can change the values yourself. They're all there, and it's very easy just to open it up and just change whatever you want. But besides that, I think it's so awesome. It's the attention to detail in the mod that I really enjoy. I love seeing this rubber chicken. I love seeing the little badge over here that you can see. They even have the little cloak button in the shape of the Deadpool one. You can see their pants and everything when they're walking. It's nice. And when they turn around, they have a kick me sign on the back. Like, that's so awesome. I don't know. I love these apparel mods. I really, really have taken a liking to them recently because of how much fun they are just to use. You know, especially the SAS one, which I think I'll be messing around with tonight. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. That's okay. Anyways, have a good day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hey you! Thanks so much for making it to the end of my video. I really, really appreciate it. Editing videos is both my hobby and my passion, and with that in mind, I've decided to open up a Patreon if you'd like to support me besides in the amazing ways that my subscribers already usually do. I've got loads of perks and benefits, including having your own personally custom-made colonist, being one of my default colonists in the mod showcases, special roles on Discord, joining me while I stream, monthly Q&As and podcasts. I've got it all. Come take a look. All support is always appreciated, monetarily or not. If you're a subscriber, then be sure to hit the little bell over here to always be up to date with videos I push out, and head over to the Discord if you ever want to have a deep and meaningful chat with me. And last but not least, I hope you're having an amazing day.